hailed as the most famous and greatest out of Gerry Anderson's incredible filmmaking career, Thunderbirds turned 60 in 2025 and is being vastly celebrated with a host of exciting events and memorabilia celebrations. For the 60th anniversary, we have had the release of updated Corgi models of their older Thunderbird models, alongside new versions of Corgi vehicles for a larger Thunderbird 4, and also for the first time in die-cast form, Thunderbird 5. Along with new scale models of Thunderbird coming from Anderson Entertainment, a multi-platform saga release alongside comic anthologies, and a brand new technical manual also brings excitement for fans. We also have the release of the Super Space Theater movies in Blu-ray format, bringing the 1980s compilation Thunderbirds movies into the 21st century for a new experience. The series has also been uploaded for free on ITV's YouTube channels. Thunderbirds has spearheaded the launch of ITV Retro, a channel dedicated to classic cult TV ITV programs. The crowning jewels of the 60th anniversary comes with the UK Blu-ray release of all 32 episodes in their original uncropped HD format, a must-have for fans of the series, alongside Thunderbirds 1965, which comes to release as part of the set, allowing for the first time the public release of Thunderbirds 1965 on home media. A deluxe 4K Blu-ray set of Trapped in the Sky and Terror in New York City is also an incredibly exciting release, giving fans the opportunity to watch these two immensely popular episodes under a whole new experience. I have come across many films and TV shows across all decades and all genres, and from all countries. Thunderbirds, however, I am proud to say is, I believe, 60 years on and counting, to be the single greatest television series ever made. Across 32 groundbreaking episodes, the series is a British television institution and entertains generations of viewers in a way unmatched by any other TV or film series. The programme's vast entertainment appeal comes from anything from the explosive and pioneering visual effects, the series' highly memorable characters and gripping storylines. Thunderbirds is a series that everyone knows about. It is not only the most action-packed and stimulating series ever made, Thunderbirds remains the pinnacle of Gerry Anderson's and AP Films' Century 21's legacy, but a revolutionary series in 1960s British filmmaking. I'm a die-hard Thunderbirds fan, and have been ever since I watched the series back when I was 4 years old. My first episodes I enjoyed on VHS tapes that were released back in the early 2000s included The Man from MI5, Cry Wolf, Danger at Ocean Deep, Move and You're Dead, and a Channel 5 VHS containing Vault of Death from 1987, and a DVD of Trapped in the Sky. I soon acquired the entire series in a VHS box set, and then later on DVD. I possess a fleet of Thunderbirds Craftsman Corgi models, Matchbox versions, Carlton diecast, supersized versions, and even keyring versions. My range of Thunderbirds memorabilia has also expanded to include cutaway drawings, books, comics, trading cards, action figures, Blu-rays, annuals, TV 21 front covers, talking watches, cosplay outfits, and more. My favourite character in the series has always remained Scott Tracy, and my favourite Thunderbird vehicle has always been Thunderbird 1. Choosing favourite episodes is an incredibly difficult choice for such a series that ran perfect episode after perfect episode after perfect episode. I have to say, Terror in New York City remains as not only my favourite episode of Thunderbirds, but is my favourite episode of the entire Gerry Anderson canon. I also have enjoyed the 1960s feature films as much as the TV series, and although I have a brief memory of watching them on TV at some point in the late 2000s, I didn't get to see them in full until I was slightly older. I'm lucky enough to have met Shane Rimmer and Matt Zimmerman before the two men sadly passed away. I also regularly donate in producing much creative content around the series, which I'm proud to say has been incredibly well received. I continue to delight and indulge in the series, collecting exciting new merchandise and discuss the episodes in detailed levels. I am delighted to be seeing Thunderbirds at 60 years on and more. Century 22 Productions is proud to bring Thunderbirds Dateline 2065, Calling International Rescue, a special investigation into the technical specifications of the series' star vehicles, characters, and also guest vehicles. It unveiled exclusive new information that is essential for fans of the series. Learn everything from the secrets behind Tracy Island to the Thunderbird machines, alongside the Sun Probe, the Crab Logger, Fireflash, and more. So, stand by for blast off. Welcome to International Rescue. The world of 2065 thrives on a remarkable technological age of engineering and new discovery of resources of fuel and food. Populations have increased, leading to many natural resources having been depleted, as well as growth of buildings and architecture. New York has undertaken the vast challenge of moving the Empire State Building to a new site for major urban redevelopment and shopping facilities. Scientists are conducting experiments of turning seawater to provide fuel and energy for poorer and more rural areas of the Australian outback and Sahara Desert. In South America, scientists are experimenting with increasing the livestock of animals to resolve the world's food shortages. Areas of Europe are also experimenting with using concentrated sunlight and heat to generate new means of power. Other experiments are underway to produce other means of food for pets. Transportation has significantly expanded to allow more efficient means of public transport. Many cities have had their old subway networks replaced for overhead monorail services, allowing for transcontinental travel. Motorways have largely been replaced with superhighways, such as the North-South Superhighway in England constructed in the early 2020s, alongside the M104 motorway, which is still under construction. Construction companies flatten paths for roads, lay tarmac, and allow for the building of new major roads. With the aid of the Crab Logger, powered by a superon-fueled atomic reactor, wood is packed into barrels to help clear jungle forestry, to continue the expansion of urban development and transportation, but also to increase wood product output. Air travel has also expanded to become more efficient with a fleet of atomic-powered passenger aircraft, such as the revolutionary Fireflash and Skythrust aircraft, traveling across the globe at heights of 150,000 feet from destinations ranging from Tokyo to San Francisco. These have been successful, being used in transportation with people and world supplies. Military and civilian aviation is supervised by the International Space Control, with their network of orbiting space observatory satellites. The conquest of space exploration remains high on the agenda, which is hoped to have a beneficial impact on Earth. Operation Sunprobe brought about a manned mission to capture a section of the Sun for analysis. The Sunprobe launch relies on a new process that converts seawater into rocket fuel and is capable of exerting 20 million pounds of thrust. Rocket launch automation is becoming standard, and advances in automation help to bring about new robotic and automated services, help people's lives as well as large-scale technology. Although global security forces have attempted to contain threats from hostile independent states, the world remains at risk from malevolent forces. Levels of crime have decreased, fortunately. Wrongdoers still operate from many different levels of society, from bank robberies and theft to attempted murder. Criminal gangs and individuals have led to fraud, aircraft hijacks, and extortion. The implementation of technology on crime has increased the sophistication of syndicate operations. The most common acts of global terrorism remain espionage or sabotage in order to achieve financial gain or achieve military/industrial supremacy, to acquire sources of power that will control the world's means of governance or energy supply. With such levels of automation, human error, criminal activity, and human negligence, the reliance on power and technology has brought about disastrous impacts. This has proven the vital existence of an organization that uses suitable rescue machines and equipment to prevent catastrophes causing major loss of life that the authorities at the world government lack in providing. Disasters that are now only possible with the aid of such advanced technology. This has therefore led to the formation of the benevolent, privately funded organization that familiarizes itself with the worst nightmare and disaster situations this world could possibly bring, calling International Rescue. Jeff Tracy, the founding father of International Rescue, was born on the 2nd of January 2009. Jeff was born in Kansas to a wheat farmer, Grant Tracy, and his wife, aka Grandma Tracy. The exposure to farm equipment at a young age, in particular, his father was driving combine harvesters, fueled Jeff's interest in machinery. He spent his military service with the United States Air Force, rising to the rank of a colonel, before transferring to the Space Agency, where he counts himself as one of the first astronauts to land on the Moon during the beginning of his colony. He married Lucy Tracy and had 5 sons, each named after one of the famous Mercury 7 American astronauts. Following the tragic deaths of Grant and Lucy, Jeff abandoned his space career to raise his sons with the able assistance of his mother. He also further built up and diversified the family's agricultural business combine and his talents of civil and construction engineering, which made him one of the richest men in the world. After reading a news report of a tragic air crash in which 80 people died, the main cause being inadequate rescue equipment and craft, and reminded anew of his own family's tragedy, he decided to use his wealth to create the International Rescue Agency. Scott Tracy was born on the 4th of April 2039. Educated at Oxford and Yale universities, Scott served with the US Air Force. Scott is fast-talking, quick-witted, and quick-thinking. He has brains, brawn, and boldness. With all these qualities, he has the confidence to make instant decisions, backed by fierce determination and unfaltering bravery. Pilot of Thunderbird 1, Scott effectively takes the lead of missions on the ground and regularly assists in rescue assignments aboard Thunderbird 3 and takes a spell of duty aboard Thunderbird 5 from time to time. John Tracy, based in Thunderbird 5, was born on the 8th of October 2040. He was educated at Harvard and decided to follow in his father's footsteps of becoming an astronaut. John is also very fond of astronomy and has had several textbooks that he's written and published. Virgil Tracy was born on the August 15th of 2041 and is an accomplished graduate of the Denver School of Advanced Technology. This gave him the experience and knowledge to become the pilot of Thunderbird 2 and to operate his various complex auxiliary rescue vehicles. Virgil shares a compassionate side of responsibility with his brothers, never placing technology above human needs, even if it means placing his own life in danger. He has a mixed personality that possesses physical strength and bravery, with a gentler side of his hobbies of art and playing the piano. Gordon Tracy is the aquanaut aboard Thunderbird 4 and was born on the 14th of February 2043. He served for a time in the Wasps and is an Olympic champion for the butterfly stroke. Gordon is good-natured and high-spirited, notwithstanding his somewhat off-the-wall sense of humour. He also enjoys going fishing and playing the guitar when he's off duty. Alan Tracy was born on the 12th of March 2044. He was educated at Colorado University. With a love of speed reflected in being an avid motor racer, he was making a name for himself as a champion racing car driver before piloting International Rescue's spacecraft Thunderbird 3. Brains, whose real identity has never been officially identified, was born on the 14th of November 2040, sometimes named Mr. Hackenbacker or Mr. X. Brains was adopted by a Cambridge University professor after his parents were killed in a hurricane. When delivering a lecture at a cultural hall in Paris is when he met Jeff, who offered Brains an offer to work for International Rescue. Brains is extremely clever, highly focused, and an intense individual who spends the vast majority of his time inventing or studying thermodynamics or trigonometry. He is an extreme perfectionist who's never satisfied with his own inventions. He continually tries to improve them. Grandma Tracy, the matriarch of the Tracy family, was born at some point in the late 1980s and witnessed vast amounts of technological change during her life. Grandma is the emotional heart of the family. Tintin was born on the 20th of June 2043 in Malaysia. Tintin was educated in both America and Europe, with Jeff Tracy paying her expenses as a token of gratitude towards her father. She is perfectly capable to act as Jeff's secretary, performing rescue missions, accompanying Lady Penelope on espionage missions, and assists Brains' work, and is a fully qualified pilot. Kirano, the father of Tintin, is the household manager on Tracy Island. Kirano has been a long friend of Jeff Tracy, who is grateful of Kirano's great loyalty. Both men are fathers and widowers, and their 6 grown children between them make for a unique combined family. He is a proud manservant of the Tracys, not allowing anyone to get in his way, except for his strange, dizzy spells that haunt him from his evil half-brother. The successful creation of international rescue would not have been possible without the expert assistance of the dedicated support of global network operatives, ready for action at all times and looking inconspicuous as secret international rescue agents. These operatives are ready with the latest devices. The network maintains a chain of ground-based communication booster stations. Lady Penelope Creighton Ward was born on the 24th of December 2039. She is International Rescue's London agent, as well as a renowned aristocrat and model. Lady Penelope decided, following her education, that she did not want to spend her life as an aristocrat. Instead, capitalizing on her linguistic skills, she entered the field of espionage, quickly progressing to become chief operative of the Federal Agents Bureau. It was while she was in this position that she met Jeff Tracy. Jeff went on to offer her a position within International Rescue, which Penelope accepted immediately. Aloysius Parker was born on the 30th of May 2013. Parker is the last of a long line of royal retainers who served the British aristocracy. He was expected to follow in his forefathers' footsteps, but he couldn't find work and fell into a league with a series of London crooks. Whilst robbing a safe belonging to an oil tycoon, Nosy Parker was caught by Lady Penelope. Her ladyship had heard of Parker's status in the underworld and promised not to turn him in if he took up a working partnership with her instead. Parker realized that this was just what he needed and happily agreed. He is an expert safecracker. Criminal mastermind, known only as the melodramatic name of The Hood or Agent 79, was born on the 17th of July 2018, according to his criminal record. A master of disguise, using a variety of face masks to cover his real identity. He has a powerful ability to hypnotize his chosen victims using black magic to make them fall unconscious as a result, called Hypno Hochno. He holds a strange, unearthly power against his half-brother Kirano, allowing him to communicate telepathically with him to gain information out of him. The Hood's sole purpose was getting whatever he wanted, even if it meant harming several innocents to do it. Wealth and power were his main objectives, resorting to many underhanded and heinous actions. He attempted to acquire the secrets that control the balance of world power and energy, and is often seen to cause major terrorist disasters. His main mission is to acquire the secrets of international rescue. In the next part of Century 22's celebrations of the 60th anniversary of Thunderbirds, Captain Thunderwho delves into the machinery behind international rescue and their fascinating secrets.